All right, Mike, tell me a little bit about the Edison Effect.
So it's just a short film we put together. It's a political thriller type film. We were just doing it as a fun project, but it's also as a we have a feature film script in the making that the short film is kind of a pitch for. So it's kind of like a trailer short film hybrid, but mainly just a marketing piece to pull in investors to do the feature. So.
Okay, and what does the Edison Effect mean, actually, the term? So when someone goes in to watch this film, they don't get the wrong idea.
Well, it's pretty scientific, but in general, it's Thomas Edison discovered this when he was creating his light bulbs. It's where a substance has too much power going through it that the substance can't take it anymore and self-destructs. And so in the film, we talk about how government, corporatism, politicians have way more power than they should have and are taking advantage of that. And so the film talks about this militia group that comes in and tries to take control, and the system isn't working, so we have to do something about it. And they kind of take it to the next level of vigilante justice.
Okay.
So
one of the things I liked about your film was that the cinematography was really on point. Who was your DP on this project?
that was actually myself.
Wow, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And this is without me knowing that you did that, okay? So I'm not trying to butter you up or anything. Really, it was some fantastic cinematography,
Thank you.
great acting. Now, did you try to direct it while you were doing the cinematography?
Yeah, I mean, we had camera operators that were helping out, and we had, obviously people on set. So yeah, I was directing and DPing as well, and yeah, it was a great time. We had a lot of fun. So
And it looks great. And where can we find copies of the Edison Effect? Is it available online?
yeah, if you go to theedisoneffectmovie.com, you can view the entire thing online and share it or whatever you want to do. So.
And what else are you working on?
Yeah, we have a feature in pre-production right now. A script is being written by Rick Hansberry over on the East Coast. It's called Alienate, and it's a alien thriller. Should be a lot of fun. We'll be filming late spring in the Denver area as well as in Salt Lake, and we have a lot of talented people on board, and we're excited about it. So if there's anybody with money out there, we're always willing to take more of it. So.
Isn't that always the case for filmmaking in
right.
Utah? So how long have you been in the state? Are you a native Utahn?
Yeah, roughly. I went to high school here. I'm originally from Southern California, but I've been here the last decade. So.
And have filming in Utah been easy for you or difficult, or how is it for an independent filmmaker here in Utah?
I'm fairly new to the industry from the filmmaker side. My background is in film composing and music. I've done quite a few features with theatrical releases, and that's kind of where my background lies. So the whole directing and filmmaking, this feature film will actually be my debut as a filmmaker in a feature. But as far as Utah goes, Utah has been great to the extent of I think we have a lot of talent. The talent is a lot cheaper than in LA. In LA, there's a lot more regulation. There's a lot more permits. Everything is, all the unions, everything gets more complicated. So I think Utah's a great place to find the talent, find the crew. And obviously we have great locations here that are phenomenal, and they're all within an hour of each other. And all those things make Utah a great place to film.
What, if anything, would you change about the whole structure or the how we film in Utah? Do we need more sound studios? Do we need more financial support from the film commissions or those type of programs?
I mean, like you said, I think every filmmaker is looking for more money, and I think that's really where it comes down to. I think a lot of the money comes out of LA, and thus they're looking for LA talent most of the time. I think what would be really great is if we had more investors looking at the Utah scene and realizing that they can probably get more out of their money if they just use the Utah talent versus the LA side. So I think that'd be a huge help.
I think there's a lot to say about that. It's more economical to shoot here.
Right.
We are not as regulated as in LA. We don't have the unions.
Right.
We don't have a lot of the red tape. But yeah, so economically, it's smart to film here. Logistically, it makes sense to film here as
Right.
well.
And the return on investment is that much greater.
Truly.
So.
The only thing to our detriment, I think, is that we don't have more studio spaces available for larger scale productions.
Very true.
But other than that, I think we've got everything that everyone needs to make a film
Right.
here.
I mean, obviously, you still have the issues of distribution. All the big distributors are LA, New York, and that's going to be a tough thing to break just because of the amount of resources that it takes to distribute a film nationwide or worldwide. And so from the production side, I think Utah is great. I think LA still has a long way to go before they release their clench on the distribution side of things. So,
But if they're looking for something original, they need to come here because we don't have filmmakers here who have to make the status quo anymore.
Right.
We don't have to do the same regurgitated garbage
Yeah.
that's coming out of
yeah,
Hollywood.
we're not doing remakes here. It's all original. So,
It's all original.
yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Mike, thanks for coming.
Appreciate your time.